What's up, BEATNIKERS? Welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, consider subscribing because I feel that my goal is to bring you the most delicious thinking and enhance your intellect to escape velocity. Let's start today's day. I wanted to do this video for the longest of time and had an opportunity to meet Anshuman finally after his busy schedule. I mean, all of us are busy. Today's video is about how can you get your parents here to Germany, whether you're a student or you've started working here. So Anshuman is going to be talking about his experience, how he has got his parents here multiple times now, and of course staying here for more than 10 years or 10 years itself is speaks a lot. Yeah, let's go to Anshuman and get to know more about this. Alright guys, so I'm sitting here with Anshuman. Welcome back to my channel once again. We did this video and this video. So one was about, is it really worth coming on job seekers visa? We spoke about PR. Just a quick nugget information, if you have recently subscribed and haven't seen these videos what Anshuman spoke about, I'm going to link that in the description so that you have an idea what I'm talking about. Anshuman is here to speak about how can, if you're a student or if you have started working here, how can you call your parents to Germany? Nothing is too complicated what I've been told, and he walked me through everything and I was like, oh wait, that's so easier. Anyone can do that. So Anshuman, let's take a scenario, both scenarios, if I'm a student or if I'm working here. First of all, my question is there any difference in both of them?
No. So basically it doesn't matter if you're a student or if you're working. There's only one kind of visa where parents can visit you, that's a tourist visa. I think when you're working and are established, maybe it's a little bit sure that the visa will go through than when you're only a student, but it doesn't play any role in, let's say, in decision. It's just one kind of visa.
What documents do I need first?
The first step is you need to decide when your parents want to travel, and then you start working on the process 3 months before. So let's say if they want to visit 1st of December, so you start working in September, early September, just to make sure that everything goes through in time. The very first thing you need to do is you need to visit vfs-germany.co.in, and that's where you make an appointment. Tentative dates where your parents want to travel. The earliest you get, the better it is. And you can choose open slot, you make an appointment with VFS. That's done. The second step, you need to then again go to vfs-germany.co.in and get all the documents, the list of the documents that you need. The very first thing is the visa application form. You can download, print, fill it up. The second thing you need is flight tickets. It's not mandatory, but it's good to have them. It kind of assures that the process will go through. Third important thing you need is the health insurance. Very important. So travel health insurance that for the duration of the stay that your parents will be in the country, including the entry and exit date. Then you need 2 biometric photographs. So you just go to a photo studio, they know what it is and they do it for you. Then you need proof of financial stability. So bank statements, any other income, mutual funds, shares, if you got property papers. The more you give in terms of financial proof, the better it is. So whatever you have, more is less. That's the principle here. If your parents are employed, then you need to also give the last year's income tax return. As I said, it's always good to give as many documents as you can. That always helps. Of course, passport that you need, original passport. And what's important here to note is that it should be issued within the last 10 years and should have at least 3 months validity. And then last but not the least is a personal covering letter and with the itinerary. So which basically says, hi, and my name is this and I'm planning to visit Germany to see my son who's studying there or working there. I'll be staying from this to this. I'll be visiting, this countries, that countries. Vital information, and that's your name, address, signature, etc. And that should be it. And these are the key documents that you basically need. Also on VFS, you can download a Germany visa checklist information, which has everything written what I just also mentioned. You can kind of, when you have everything ready, you can check it out just to make sure you have everything. It is also important, and this is vital, that you have to submit these documents as in order mentioned on the checklist. So we're talking about Germany, okay? So everything is pretty much in order. And then you just go to your due appointment date, submit all the documents to VFS. The cost of a visa application is 60 euros, which varies in INR depending on the FX rate of that day, which is, I don't know, today, if you look at it today, it's 80.82, that's roughly 5,000. You will also have to pay 250 rupees for the postage charge if you want them to send the passport home, which is always suggested. Do that. It's nothing for the service that you get. If you want to go fancy, you can pay 2,500 rupees to get premium treatment, so you can sit in a waiting lounge, get some coffee and tea, and they will basically...
Never heard of this thing.
Yeah. It's a service VFS offers. So when you're booking an appointment on site, you get this option. You can actually also call them and make an appointment. They have really good service from that perspective, and they basically then suggest you, hey, do you want premium service? And if you want, you can choose it and get it.
Let's walk my audience through an example. I'm a student. How do I call my parent now? And what role do I play in calling my parents here?
Okay, and just I'm gonna take one step back, which we want to talk about here as well. One very important thing as well that you need in the application process is the Verpflichtungserklärung, which is basically in English commitment document or commitment statement. If you ask me personally, I think it's a document that you need, which is useless.
Okay.
But German bureaucracy, you need it, so you need it. But and I will tell you why it's useless, I think, but you need that. And now let's go back to your question. So as a student, the first thing you need to do is agree which date your parents want to travel, make an appointment at VFS,
right,
and then go to German Citizen Bureau, which is the Bürgeramt, as we call it here. And you can make an appointment for this document called Verpflichtungserklärung, which is commitment statement, commitment document. This Verpflichtungserklärung basically puts you as the person who is inviting. It is also kind of an invitation letter. That you are the one who is inviting your parents or anybody, not just your parents, could be for anybody, to visit the country. And you are in a way a proxy responsible for this person. If something happens, if they commit a crime or engage themselves in unlawful activity, you are the one who are basically responsible. It's kind of a sponsorship.
Right.
Not from a financial perspective if you're a student, but more from a responsibility perspective.
Right.
So basically you go to Bürgeramt, you give if you're a student, you give your student ID, you give your health insurance and also your rental contract where you were staying. And then they issue you a Verpflichtungserklärung. You have to pay 30 euros, 25 to 30 euros because it's expensive. It's expensive for what it does. It's expensive for what it does. It's only basically, as I said, a statement saying I'm inviting my parents and I'm responsible for them.
And why did you say it's useless?
I tell you why it's useless. So let's go to a quick story. I live in Germany since 10 years. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Life is good. Everything is fine. I can get my bread and butter. Don't have to struggle for that. So that's good. So I invited my dad to come visit Germany in 2017.
Okay.
Since I've been doing this since a long time, I know all this stuff with closed eyes. So I gave all the documents, did what I just told you, and I was really happy that he is going to visit, give the documents, get the flights, and we were waiting for him. And he's also very excited to visit. He loves traveling. And then he calls me and says, "I got my passport today, and my visa is rejected." And I was like, "What? What?" I was really shocked because I was like, "How can that happen?" And the reason that they gave for the rejection of the visa for my dad, saying they have reasons to believe that my dad will not come back to India. I was really furious, and I had given Verpflichtungserklärung, which apparently is the most important document you need when you want to invite somebody to Germany, as per the authorities.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I had that document.
Yeah.
So I called the embassy right away, and I was really angry. And I said to them, "Listen, I'm really disappointed. I've been disappointed many years for many administrative things, but this is really high. I've given you all the documents you asked for, and how can I prove that my dad will not stay here? I mean, he has his wife there, he has his properties there, he has a life, he's deeply rooted in the country, he can't stay here, and that's then on me. I am the responsible person, so you can come after me. What's going on?" They were really nice actually. They said, "Okay, just can you please send us an email with this and just send us some property papers so we can ascertain, and then it should be okay."
Okay.
Did all that. They called him in 2 days down to the embassy, apologized. The lady came out, really nice. He got the visa and then he came here. But again, the point is, if I gave the so-called Verpflichtungserklärung, which is basically the commitment document, and the visa was rejected. So apparently it is the most important document. It didn't work for me, and I was kind of hurt. Like, what's going on? The next time he wanted to come this year, I did not give Verpflichtungserklärung. When he was submitting his application at the VFS, the guy said, "You don't have Verpflichtungserklärung." He said, he told the whole story, and he said, "Can you get something just handwritten?" I said, "Sure." So my dad called me. I wrote something on a paper, on computer, printed it out, signed it off, scanned it, sent it back to him. He printed it, took the next day to VFS. Gave that to him, everything worked out, he got the visa, he's here. So tell me, one scenario I gave Verpflichtungserklärung with everything, visa is denied. In the second scenario I gave something with handwritten, visa works. I think it has also a role to play that he had been here one time, so but you never know. You never know with embassies.
Right, this is for a student, but then if someone is working like you, same process,
no change.
everything same.
Everything same, no change.
All right. You also told me that if your parents are traveling here, they cannot stay more than 90 days.
Yeah, basically any visa. Also, when you have a student visa that you get from India, you get it only for 3 months, and then you can or now 6 months, but you stay only 3 months. You have to extend it.
Yeah.
Even if your parents have, so the first time you get a visa issued, tourist visa, it's highly likely that you will only get for the stipulated days. When you're flying out and getting in, plus 1 day at the exit time. When you do it for the next time, you might get it for a longer period. So maybe 3 months, 6 months. Irrespective of the duration of the visa you have on your passport, you cannot stay in Germany for more than 3 months as a tourist.
Wow.
So 90 days. If you have a visa for 6 months, you can stay 90 days, you can exit to non-EU country and then come back. Another option so in the beginning, I think you also asked me when we were talking if there is a possibility to get dependent visa for parents.
Yeah.
The simple answer is no, and the complicated answer is also no. Germany does not issue dependent visa for parents. It's only for spouse, not also for brother or relative. No dependent visa for parents. Now, there's always some legal backdoors that you can make it work if your parents are sick or if they have a social situation.
Right.
But generally, no dependent visa for parents. What you can do is you can get a tourist visa for 5 years. So when you go to get the Verpflichtungserklärung, there's an option right at the bottom that says visa for 5 years, something like this, under the form. So also when you apply for the tourist visa, there's an option. So if you get that, so if your parents have been here once or twice, then you can get it for 5 years. However, even if the visa is for 5 years, they can only come and stay 3 months. That's it. But then you don't have to go through the bureaucratic process again and again, at least for 5 years. So they can visit once every year. It's fine. A lot of people ask, sometimes me or also on blogs, can I get dependent visa for my parents? Even if you could, first of all, you can't. Even if you could, it would be next to impossible to bear the cost of staying here. So one thing that you need when you stay in Germany, you need an insurance, health insurance.
Okay.
There are two ways, private and public. You can't have public insurance unless you get a job, because it's all connected to the system. You can get a private insurance, but that will cost you one arm and one leg. So if, I don't know, I'm assuming parents at the age of 60 or something, if you want to go into private insurance, you would pay minimum 1,000 euros a month. Minimum 1,000 a month.
Wow.
And it could go 1,200, 1,500, whatever. Yeah. Even if you could get dependent visa for parents, it would be highly difficult to maintain the lifestyle. If your parents want to move to Germany, there's one option, it's called investor's visa. You can invest $500,000, $1 million in the country, saying I'm going to create jobs and open a company. Yeah, fair enough. But I don't think if you're a millionaire in India, you don't want to move to Germany because you already have a lot there to look after. So, but that's the option. But yeah, so I hope this helps, and best of luck in bringing your parents to Germany. It's a great country to travel. Why not? Give it a try.
All right. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Ciao.